Well, for whoever's listening, this is a story that's going to make me look like an idiot. And if it does, it's because I am an idiot. So I went to Mexico in April of 2018 to visit my friend Tino. And he lives in a town in Jalisco. And what happens in Mexico is that there's nothing to do. And so every town for a month, some random month every year, they'll have like a month of festivities. Me and my friend and a couple other people are just running around, getting drunk, chatting up girls. And we ran into these two really cute girls. And we were talking about them in English because I didn't think they would speak English. And so I asked them, "Oh, ¿de dónde son?" And they're like, "I'm from Stockton, and I'm from Tracy." And I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm from Salinas. I'm right there." And then they ran away from us. They literally ran away from us. So whatever, we're just being obnoxious. And I saw this really cute girl walk by, and I yelled at her in Spanish, "Oye, siéntate aquí," which means, "Hey, sit down." And she sat down, and she gave me her number, and we hung out one time, like a week later. Everything went well. She talked a lot, usually about things I didn't care about, but I just thought that's how like male-female relationships worked. Women talked a lot about things you don't care about, and men pretend to listen. But apparently that's not how relationships are supposed to work. So we make plans. So this is like December. This is 7-8 months later. We just don't really click, which is disappointing because we had talked on the phone for like 7 months. But so we agreed to just be friends. But then like even just being friends was just like, God, I don't like you. We started to drink, and I had been trying to cut down on my drinking. So I had a very low tolerance, and I got super messed up. And she got super messed up, and it turned into the piss each other off game, which through a series of bad decisions in my life I'm very good at. And we got into a fist fight, and she called the police on me. And the police came, and I was just like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Good to meet you." She goes, "Oh, this guy hit me, and he did all this stuff." And so I was like, "Okay, well, I just need to pack my things." Just like, "Wait a minute, you can arrest me, that's fine. Just like, let me pack my things." And they're like, "No, you don't have a minute. Don't tell us to wait for you. We're the police." And I was like, "Oh, shit." Like, "Don't kill me." I was like, "All right, let's do this. Take me to jail." And the cop told me a bunch of things, and he's like, "Do you understand?" And I didn't, but I said yes. They took my belt, and they took my shoelaces, and they took my earrings. They cut all the little cords and zippers and stuff off my jacket, so I wouldn't try to like fight people, I guess, with the cords on my jacket. Tuesday morning at like 4 a.m. is when I went to jail. And so like Tuesday afternoon, one of the guards comes by, and he's like, "Oh, white boy, gringo, you have a visitor." And I was like, "Dude, I only know one person in this town, and it's not the person that I want to see, really." So he's like, "Oh, just go talk to him, see what's up." So I go, and it's that girl, it's Fernanda. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm doing so well. How are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been better." I was like, "Why'd you come by?" And she's like, "Oh, I just wanted," more or less, she just wanted to see me suffer, is the gist of it. And she told me she burned all my stuff, which I knew was an exaggeration. I'm sure she just stole all my money and sold the rest of my stuff. And so I went back got out, and the guard's like, "Oh, gringo, what happened?" And I told him the story, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Mexican women, they're crazy." And like everyone was so nonchalant about it, like this sort of thing just happened all the time. Like women just get mad and then just throw men in jail. So I go back into my cell. The cell smelled really bad. It was like vomit and piss and poop and just general human stink. We got a cup of noodles every 12 hours, which at first was cool. I was like, I haven't eaten a cup of noodles in a while. But, after the first few, it wasn't very good. It wasn't appetizing. There was like a big concrete block with a hole in it. And that was the bathroom. And I learned the word in Spanish, aguilita, which is like little eagle, which is basically just pop a squat, like put your feet up on the thing and don't actually touch anything. And that's how you use the bathroom. There was some interesting things that happened. The guards came into our cell one time, and they were like, "Oh, we can smell someone smoking weed. Who is it? Is it you?" And he grabs some dude out. He takes him around the corner, and you hear zzz, zzz. I'm like, "Oh crap, man, what happened?" There was one dude. He was this tiny little dude, and the cops are going through the roll call. And anytime they say any name, he yells at them in Spanish. He's like, I'm right here, and you gotta come over here. And so he does that with every single name. They're like, Juan Pablo Gutierrez. And he's like, I'm right here, you gotta come over here. So this dude is just yelling the same thing over and over for hours and hours until he falls asleep. Then he wakes up and does it again. Okay, so there's some other dudes in my cell. They're trying to pass like cigarettes and stuff in between each other. Like a dude in one cell has a lighter, and a dude in the other cell has a cigarette. So they're like trying to throw it to each other, and it didn't get far enough, so he's trying to reach it with a blanket and like drag it over. And one of the cops sees him, and he's like, dude, what are you doing? What's going on? So he takes him out of the cell, and he slaps him with his right hand, then he slaps him with his left hand, and then he kicks him in the balls, and then he throws him back in the cell. There's some other dudes in my cell later on, like we're all going in and out. They want to switch up the cells, to clean them or whatever, to confuse us, I don't know. And there's some dudes in my cell, and they start doing cocaine. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. This is Mexico. These things happen. Like 10 minutes later, they take us all out, and they start frisking us, like one at a time. And we're like 20 or 30 dudes in the cell. When it's my turn, one of the guards is like, Gringo, come here. And he takes me around the corner. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get that shock now. I'm going to get the this is my moment. Or like, they're going to kill me or something, And he tells me, hey, we got a call, and they're looking for a tall white man with colored eyes. And you're the only tall white man with colored eyes here. So they must be talking about you. I'm like, okay, like, duh. How hard is it to spot me, I'm like literally a foot taller than everybody else in here. And so he gives me this number, and I recognize it as a family friend. So I call it, and I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? And she's like, where the F are you? And I was like, dude, I'm in jail. And she's like, how the F did you end up in jail? And I was like, dude, it's a crazy story. And she's like, did you know that someone put naked photos of you all over Facebook and all over the internet? And I was like, dude, what? That's crazy. And she's like, yeah, and that girl you went to see, she told everyone that you raped her and drugged her and beat her up. And I was like, oh, dude, that definitely didn't happen, So every single person had gotten these nudies of me. And, normally I'm not the type to send nudies to my mom. This is Zach, Annalise's stupid uncle, part of a stupid family, signing off. It's been real.